publishing talk with me. My name is Willia Eaglehawk. I am an author, I'm a sociologist, and I'm the CEO of micro book publisher Revolutionaries. The idea behind these videos is that I want to give you really quick information bites that help you on your journey to becoming a published author. Today's question comes from one of my subscribers, and they want to know all about the difference between getting published with non-fiction and fiction books. First is proposal versus complete manuscript. You might have heard me say this before, but when it comes to non-fiction publishing, you need to come with a proposal. This proposal typically has an outline of the book's content, its market appeal, and more information about the author. It does require some sample chapters, but it does not need to be completed. In fact, it's better if it is not. When it comes to non-fiction publishing, the emphasis is on the concept, the audience, and the author's ability to deliver on what they've said they'll do. However, fiction writers do need to have a completed manuscript ready to go because fiction manuscripts are judged on their overall quality. What's actually happening in the story? Can this person write? Will it capture the hearts and minds of the reader? When it comes to fiction, it's super important to focus on the quality of writing, character development, plot structure, which is why publishers want to see the completed manuscript before making a decision. Category number 2, market considerations. Non-fiction publishing is largely influenced by the author's platform. Who are they? What do? Do they already have a following? A great example is the author of this book. Anne Ross is a university lecturer. She's been a social worker for nearly 50 years. She has a big reputation and a pretty good following already. So as a publisher, I knew that there was already a demand for her work and that she comes from a place of knowledge and experience, and that's very important. When it comes to non-fiction publishing, it's about platform, expertise, and the current demand for the topic. Publishers are particularly interested in authors who have a significant following, are recognized experts in their field, or have a unique angle on a topic with a broad appeal. When it comes to fiction, it's all about the story's appeal. And also if the writer has a considerable following or platform, that really goes a long way as well, because it lets the publisher know that there are people out there ready to buy the book. However, if it's a good story, it's a good story, and there are plenty of cases where a really amazing story from a small, unknown writer has broken through all boundaries. The third category is query process. Non-fiction queries focus on more of an overview and outline, often containing a detailed analysis of the market and where the book is positioned. Publishers look for authors who already have established networks, or professional networks, or utilize media to get book sales. When it comes to fiction, you send a query letter, a detailed synopsis, and usually a few chapter examples. This actually really depends on the agent or publisher's guidelines, so please make sure you check where you're submitting to, because sometimes they want one chapter, sometimes they want the entire manuscript. But typically they want a really short snippet of what you've got before they ask to see more. The fourth category is platform importance. When it comes to non-fiction, platform is key. Publishers want to know that you can leverage your audience. However, platform is not as important for fiction writers. What publishers want to see are excellent books, written well, that are inspiring, that capture people's attention. Although if you already have a big platform, that is going to go a really long way. The next category is publishing opportunities. Because of course you need to be able to start getting your work out there in the world to build an audience, to get used to writing before you go and write a book. When it comes to non-fiction writers, you can publish blog posts, you can write for news and media outlets, you can write journal articles, you can do so many little things here and there that really showcase your expertise and start to show the world what you can do. This goes a long way when approaching publishers if you can show that you've already been developing your voice and developing an audience over the years, and that also your book is related to what you've already been writing about. Fiction writers, of course, we're seeing an uprise in Instagram poetry, and there are so many different ways that you can self-publish your work on blogs and different weird corners of the internet. We've also seen so many fiction writers taking over book talk as well. There are also literary magazines and so many different competitions that you can enter into. Being able to refer to this in your query letter to a publisher or agent will go a long way, and it shows that you've been developing your skills for many years. The next category is editorial focus. Non-fiction editing focuses on clarity, accuracy, engagement, and the effective organization of ideas. Whereas fiction editing focuses on things like plot, narrative, character development, pacing, and dialogue. The final category is sales and marketing. Although strategies can vary greatly between non-fiction and fiction, non-fiction typically requires the author to leverage audiences once more. They can do this through workshops, public talks, having their own TikTok and Instagram, many things where they're engaging directly with the fan, with the reader as the expert. Whereas fiction, the marketing can be a bit different. It can go towards more of the book club angle, relying more on reviews and word of mouth, and really leveraging the actual story itself. Okay, that was a really quick one, but I hope that kind of explores some of the key differences between fiction and non-fiction when it comes to the entire publication process. Of course, there are always exceptions to the norm, but that is the norm for those who want to know. I hope that helps you on your journey, and if you have any more questions, please leave them in the comment box below and I will be sure to answer them as soon as I can. Until next time.